Okay, so this is AP Psychology. This is now the second half of Unit 2, Neuroscience, Genetics, and Behavior that we are into. Because it is such a big unit, I'm going to go back over what we talked about last time for anybody who needs it. It's going to be like a quick 5 minutes interview. Hopefully. Okay, so we have our afferent neurons. Remember, afferent was our senses, anything to do with our senses. Um, we have behavior genetics. It studies the power of limits of genetic environment info. So, genetic behavior genetics studies the power of limits of genetic environment info. Cell body is the life support center. Central nervous system is the brain and spinal cord. Remember, I told you that's all it deals with. It connects out to other things, but that's the main focus: the brain and spinal cord, and what it controls. But it don't deal with anything else, and it's not included in the other system. Chromosome is a thread-like structure of DNA molecules that contains genes. So remember, I told you gene to DNA, DNA to chromosome. Dendrites are branch-like. They receive messages. I don't know if everybody remember, but when we did when we studied the neuron, that was the top that received the messages, passed it down to the axon, which transferred it. The myelin sheath helped it go faster. It had the breaks of myelin, so which was the notophran here, and it got all the way to the axon terminals, which sent it out. And when it sent it out, it went in between to a synapse that went to another neuron. So the dendrites were the thing that receives the first set of messages. DNA contains genetic info that makes up the chromosome. Efferent motor neurons, remember, those deal with our movement. So remember I told you, remember motorcycles, they move really fast. So motor movement. Epigenetics studies how nurture affects and shapes behavior. So epigenetics studies how nurture affects and shapes our behavior. So that's like what you were born with, the things you were born with. Evolutionary psychology focuses on what makes us so alike as humans. So they say that we eat dog and stuff. So they want to see what makes us so alike as humans. Genome is the complete instruction guide for making an organism. So that genome, I guess the genome will include the gene, DNA, chromosome, stuff like that. It's the complete instructions guide for making an organism. The glial cells support, nourish, and protect the neurons. So the glial cell is responsible for support and all of that. Heritability is a proportion of variation among individuals in a group that we attribute to genes. Hormones are chemical messengers in the endocrine system. Remember, I told you hormones only shoot out into the bloodstream, nowhere else. Interneurons communicate with brain and spinal cord. So the interneurons would be a small fraction of what are in the brain and spinal cord, which is a part of the central nervous system.
Oh, so that cute.
Molecular genetics studies molecular structure and function of genes. And then we have the other one that studies how the structure of genes affects the environment. The myelin sheath is the instructions for the axon. No, it's the insulation for the axon, and it increases velocity of the message, helps the message to go faster. Okay. Parasympathetic nervous system, it calms the body. So, yeah, it's the calming part of the body, the system, calming system of the body. Remember I told you how to remember that paramedics have to move really fast. So think of you trying to tell them to slow down. So parasympathetic system, that is the slow movement of your body. Peripheral nervous system is the rest of the body, sympathetic, parasympathetic, and somatic. So you know how you had the central nervous system,
Yeah.
and now you have the peripheral nervous system. So those are the two main systems, and then those systems break down. Well, you know the central nervous system only breaks down to the brain and spinal cord, including the interneurons, which are in the brain and spinal cord. So that's not like another system, but it is. And then you know the peripheral nervous system now concludes the sympathetic, parasympathetic, and somatic nervous system. System. The pituitary gland is the master endocrine gland. It's responsible for growth. The sympathetic nervous system arouses the body. So anything that excites you, anything that makes you happy, that is like that what makes you like get really happy. And then you know when you calm down, in any way when you calm down, that is the parasympathetic. Synapse is the break in between the message impulse. Remember I told you the axon terminals receive the last message from, I guess, the last myelin sheath, and then passes it on to the synapse, which is the break in between neurons. That was what we covered for last discussion.